Balanced Patch 5.0 for the fighter with 8 extremities, Leo, and all of its changes. Let's go. From the patch notes, surprisingly enough, there wasn't a change to King K stance, which has seen its fair share, but a change for box stance instead, for Startled Crane. Patch notes, change the opponent's behavior on block, while crushing inducing guard is implemented. Once, this evasive homing high hitting launcher was +9 for Leo on block, and still is an invasive normal homing launcher, but now is +10 for Leo when your opponent blocks. The animation for the block stun has changed, and you seem to be a bit closer to your opponent now too, so the absolute criminal mischief you could get up to before is now loaded with 1 more frame of advantage, really scaring your opponent into just standing there. You may even get away with down 2 if your opponent is scared / wise enough not to press, which leads into something pretty sweet we're gonna come back to later. Okay, next up, down forward 2. Patch notes, change the opponent's behavior on crouching hit. Leo used to be one of the casts that down forward 2 had a particular behavior on a crouching opponent. Law, Paul, Konimitsu, Lei, none of these characters have a down forward 2 that launches a crouching opponent. In the before times, on normal hit, down forward 2 wouldn't launch and Leo would be -2. The newsier and improvier down forward 2, that official name I cannot say, launches a crouching opponent. Leo now joins the likes of Gimryu and Lily that have a down forward 2 that launches a turtling opponent. From where I stand, Leo is a defense monster with a lot of great mids. However, opening up your opponent with the low either doesn't grant great plus frames, though unseeable, or is just plain risky. Down forward 2+3 is looking to alleviate some of that risk. Once, 23 frames to impact, it is now 21 frames. Quality of life buff, and still retains all of its awesome properties as before. This next one was the highlight for me. Some people play Tekken by feel. Some by spirit of the game, heart of the cards, Yu-Gi-Oh type of thing. I do too. But I love my frames. Back to patch notes. Change the start of the attack from 15 frames to 14 frames. Old version, neutral on hit, with the follow-ups of 1+2 and 1 guaranteed on normal hit. And 1+2 is a counter hit launcher if back 2 is blocked and buttons are pressed in the thereafter. And all of those properties are the same now for anyone wondering. That 1 frame startup difference though allows you to link things you just couldn't before. Let's use something like Rising 3 out of King K stance cancel, or just Rising 3 on its own. Once Rising 3 hits your opponent, you're +5, and you go into back 2. You will trade if a 10 frame jab is thrown out. The new back 2 allows you to implement its initial hit in 1+2 or 1, just because of that 1 frame. Same goes for down 2 on block. +4, it trades with a dick jab, but now will beat out a Rising 4 from your opponent. Good buff. I made an entire video with some great things Leo can do with her mid game, linked in the right corner. And at the end of this video, for those who play Leo and may want some more info. Back 1+4. This one is simple. Patch note, changed from -13 frames to -12 frames on block. So, the Ops Rising Punisher won't hurt as much as it used to. Nice buff. Especially if you're going up against the likes of Kazuya, because this is now officially a lifesaver. Now the other part of the back 1+4 patch changed the second attack after the first attack counter hits from +16 frames to +14 frames. You used to get a free hop kick out of this, and even with the buff to down 4-2 launching a crouching opponent, the frames have been nerfed so that Leo's follow-up attack cannot be a free launcher. I'd say this is the fair, balanced portion of the patch, but nothing to stomp your feet over. Especially since that brings me to Rising 2. Patch note, changed the startup of the attack from 16 frames to 15 frames. Old version, if it's -15, what out of Leo's move kit are you going to use here? Because you couldn't launch it. Satisfying Rising Forge is for damage, or try to set something up. Now, like playing some other characters in the cast, you don't have to think. You can just launch, combo, melt the health bar. Nice buff. Now to cover Wall Crush. Old version of Startled Crane hitting at a wall gave a wall splat. The new version does that too. You actually get the Wall Crush from a blocking opponent. No damage is divvied out. Now, one of the craziest things so far to me about this Wall Crush is the further you knock your opponent back from, it can drastically change the frames of advantage. Close up, it's +12, but from further away, I've gotten up to as high as +21 frames. This is a new concept, and it really makes Leo a hunter when she has her opponent's back up against the wall from box stance. It's already a very built-in defense position, with a power crush, evasive launchers, transitions to another mix-up stance. This add-on really makes your opponent wonder if they want to press a button or even sidestep. Though I did mention a higher frame advantage, of let's say 12 frames is possible, for the sake of simplicity of this video, I'll be showing examples of some things Leo can do here from that stated advantage. Namely, Leo's bread and butter, Kin K stance. It is completely uninterruptible after the Wall Crush. Let's just say you link Kin K into Rising 3, throw out back for 1, and press down. And look at that, right back into the same threatening position as before, and with 8 extremities to attack with. Leo players will very well find some downright disgusting setups here. Leo was buffed before, Leo has been buffed again. Will it make her shoot up to the usage list? Or be played more at tournaments? I don't think so. Leo seems to be a niche corner pick, but time will tell. And that's patch note 5.0 for Leo Kleason. I'm Audi 5000.